Hello, everyone, and welcome race fans to Richmond, Virginia. We are here pleased to bring you the exciting race here at Richmond International Raceway this afternoon, better known in the game as Northside International Raceway. I'm your host, Bill Deal. Thank you for joining us this afternoon as we bring you 140 laps of fender banging and hot rod racing here this afternoon at the Richmond International Raceway, the racetrack that makes men men and most drivers say things they shouldn't do. But want to welcome all of you this afternoon here as we fix to get underway. The drivers has already had their meeting. The command has been given to start their engines. These drivers are in the cars, and we'll give you the rundown of who's going to start where this afternoon here at Richmond International Raceway. Once again, thank you for joining us. This race is sponsored by MSRL, Men's Senior Racing League. And for those of you who want to join MSRL, you must be 35 years of age and older. Send your application to the website www.msrl.us, and there you will see the website, and they have application on the left side of the boxes, and you can click on that and send the administrator, Mr. Ron Blackwell, the application. He'll get back with you. Okay, we're fixing to go racing here, folks. So hang on to your seats, and here we go. Here we're going to give you the rundown of who's on the pole and what position these cars are this afternoon. So you got to watch it. So we watch the pole this afternoon. Mr. Kent Thomas. Let's see if I can find his car here somewhere. There he goes. Mr. Kent Thomas in that number 40 St. Cardinals Ford is on the pole this afternoon. Mr. Will Bartola in that Z101 Chevrolet is in second position. Ivan Johnson in that Tampa Bay Dodge starts in third. Keith Chestnut in that 31 Wrangler Chevrolet Camaro starts in fourth. Ron Blackwell in that 25 Folger starts fifth. Jack Martell in that 03 Volunteer Fire Department Dodge starts sixth. And Tina Hall was in that Auto Works 169 Dodge starts in seventh position. As we see the pace car make another round here. Usually they make two laps around the racetrack. You can see where these cars going around this track here, warming the tires up and getting everything. And some of these guys, pit road speed, by the way, is I think it's 45 mile an hour here. So these guys have to be very careful coming on pit road. Be careful not to speed. So these guys are running some of the brakes. They're on the gas pedal, but they're on the brake just a little bit. Heat those brakes up and get them in working condition. As you see, some of those guys go back and forth getting those tires ready to go. You can see the pace car pull off into the pits. And we're getting ready to go 140 laps here this afternoon as soon as the green flag drops. And the command has been given. There they go. 140 laps here, folks. Here we're coming on lap one. We see Kent Thomas still holding the lead this afternoon. Will Bartoli on the outside, falls behind him. Ivan Johnson third, drops down behind them guys. Ron Blackwell in fourth, bringing up behind Ivan Johnson here. Keith Chestnut running fifth, and you see the deal with Tina Hall's running sixth. Where in the world was Jack Martell? He's buried seventh. Something must have happened to Jack. He's fell back in there a little bit. But anyhow, we'll get up front in just a second to see what's going on. As you can see, the 40 car of Kent Thomas across the front. Everybody's getting it done this afternoon. More track shots here. Our cameraman is getting us a good shot of different people. All the tracks here this afternoon. You know what's going on where. You see Kent Thomas out in front here leading lap 3. Going into turn 1, Will Bartoli trying to close the gap on him this afternoon. Ron Blackwell working on the back of Will Bartoli here. Coming to the front oval. Guys are working hard and trying to keep their cars off the wall, but have a lot of speed. You can see that 31 Chevrolet Keith Chestnut coming in. He's jumped up to fourth position here. or maybe already been in 4th position. Ivan Deschamps and that number 19 Tampa Bay Dodge working on the back of that 31 car, Tina Halls, and that 169 Auto Works Dodge. Getting it done this afternoon, looking at the back end of that 19 car of Ivan Deschamps, looking for some real estate here this afternoon. Jack Martell bringing up the rear here, just kind of taking it easy. I think Jack's on his mission to save his tires because this track is tough on tires. Jack may be on that kind of mission to save his fuel and save his tires. Maybe get a lap or two of these guys whenever they go into the pits to get tires. I think that might be his strategy. We'll have to wait and see and find out. And here on lap 7, lap number 8, Kent Thomas. And that 40 St. Cardinals Ford still leading the way this afternoon with our race leader. Will Bartoli works his way in 2nd. Ron Blackwell in 3rd. Keith Chestnut 4th. Ivan Deschamps 5th. Tina Hall 6th. Jack Martell 7th. Great racing action here in Richmond this afternoon. The crowd here at Richmond is pretty much packed the stands as we watch these guys go by here this afternoon. Give you a good view from the rear of a super helicam that follows Kent Thomas around. Get a better view of what's going on with Kent. There's an inside shot of the cockpit of Kent's car. He's turning that wheel there, trying to keep that car off that wall. He's putting that wheel up. He's turning that wheel kind of hard there a little bit to keep that thing off the wall as it turns there like he's supposed to. See him hitting the brakes just a little bit, going into the corners. Look at that front windshield of Kent's car. That's a bumper cam and the front bumper cam of Will's car. I'm sorry, Kent's car. Overhead shot. Rear bumper cam view of Kent Thomas' car. You see that number 01 Will Bartoli working on here this afternoon. Coming to turn 1, working turn 2. That 01 car working on the bottom. And we believe that 01 car is going to take him. Just about believe that 01 is going to take him. And Will Bartoli in that 01 Chevrolet, he's made the pass on Kent Thomas this afternoon. Now leading the race. Ron Blackwell in that number 25 Ford just looking at the back of it. He's going to knock on their real estate if he can come in the door. And it seems like that 31 of Keith Chestnut has backed off a little bit. He's just about 2.2 seconds behind Ron Blackwell here. He's slowed his car down some. Ivan Deschamps about almost 2.5 seconds behind Keith Chestnut in that 19 Dodge Tampa Bay sponsored vehicle. See him going around the front stretch, front over. Jack Martell, he jumped back up there. He's come alive somehow or another. He's took over 6th position. Oh, looks like Jack gets into the wall just a little bit, so he may have been overdriving that car a little bit going into turn 1 and 2. And see him get a little squirrely, so he may have some suspension problems and getting into the wall just a little bit. Tina Halls in that 169 Auto Works Dodge doing a fine job here this afternoon, running that bottom line. Slowing her car up and getting into the corner. She takes the middle to the high line, comes around turns 1 and 2. Doing a good job here this afternoon. Tina will have a brand new car sometime within the next couple of weeks, so her number will change from 169 to 69. And she's happy about that. Fully sponsored Dodge that she'll be driving. Back to the front up here, the 01 of Will Bartoli, still a race leader. We come across lap 18, these guys come around turns 1 and 2. You can see them getting it done this afternoon. Will Bartoli, Kent Thomas, Ron Blackwell, Keith Chestnut. Here comes Ivan Deschamps, about 4 seconds behind. Jack Martell about 4.8. And here comes Tina. She's getting it done this afternoon. You see the guys come around here. Drivers come around the corners. This track is known to be tough on tires. We run about, I think the pit window here is about 40 laps on a set of tires. So we'll have to wait and see when they'll start coming in. Some of these guys are going to come in around 25 to 30 laps. Depends on how hard you run them, but the pit road window is supposed to be somewhere around about 40 laps. We saw a little lag going on there. Server issue. Remind you folks, this is a simulated race game, but however, it is a game nonetheless. It operates off a central server system. And if it has a lag, or somebody's car computer may have a lag in it, then we'll see the little trinkets you see at the bottom of the screen. And we see the 25 car, Ron Blackwell, has run around. And Ron Blackwell got into the wall just a bit. He has gone around the 40 car of Kit Thomas to take over second position. So Ron, please be careful that wall don't give. That sheet never will, but that wall does not give. So Ron has taken over second position here at Richmond International Speedway, sponsored by MSRL. We see Kent Thomas in third in close proximity to him. Kent is like he's sniffed the wall just a little bit. And see that 31 Wrangler G's Chevy Camaro, Keith Chestnut, come around the corner here. Let's get us a good shot, see how far he is behind the rest of these guys. And Jack Martell has jumped into fifth. Looks like. Yep, Jack Martell has jumped into P5 here this afternoon, going around Lobby Champ. Dropping back here to sixth position. Ivan comes around the corner. I think Ivan's tires is on lap 24 here. It's kind of worn them right side tires out, so he may be trying to ease that thing around the track to where he can get back to the pits. Got Martell take over the fifth position. Show him coming around the turn 22. Tina Hall's in that 169 Dodge Auto Works car, holding that middle line, running a good race this afternoon here. Will Bartoli, the 01 Chevy Camaro, getting it done this afternoon. He's going to put that 169 car a lap down, and it done so. In lap 27. See the 19 car of Ivan Deschamps going to the pit. And notice the 31 is also going into the pit. 19 and the 31 hitting the pit road early here, lap 27. Let's see what kind of service the 31 gets. He gets right side tire. And he gets left side tires. Yep. The 19 car of the Tampa Bay Dodge is doing the same thing. He's going to the pit as well. Get some tires on his car. Gas. Here 31 comes out. Back out on the track. Pit road speed here is 50 mile an hour. So these guys have got to be very careful coming in and out of the pit. Get a speed limit. That's going to throw the 31 down a lap. Put him back in sixth position. He got some catching up to do. And which everybody, once they go to the pits, will cycle around everything. Cycle the car through the pit stalls and get tires and gas. That'll definitely put him back on the lead lap here this afternoon at Richmond International Speedway. Tina Hall is going into the pits for her services, slowing down her car to be very, very careful not to get the speed penalty. The horn you hear is a game-related horn. We don't know why it's in there. Somebody, either RF2 or Studio 397, thought it was a funny idea to put a horn on the entrance of pit road that you will hear it every time you come into the pits. Some drivers like it, some drivers don't. By the way, folks, while we were watching Tina Hall in the pits, she is the first female driver to ever race in the men's senior racing league. So Ron may do some changing on that title, but Tina's doing a good job. I think Tina's the first lady to ever race MSRL league. I think probably it's created. So kudos to her. She's doing a fantastic job. She's still kind of in a lot of ways kind of a rookie status. She's learned a lot in the last few weeks that she's been racing. In a couple of months she's been racing with us. She races with us here at MSRL and again too at Friday Night Thunder. And while we're on the subject of Friday Night Thunder, here comes Will Bartoli, our race leader, into the pits, getting some service on his vehicle. That will put him going down a lap. He comes out of the pits. Jack Martell's in second now. Jack Martell is coming alive, so that puts Jack Martell our new race leader. You see Ron Blackwell going and coming to the pits, coming out of the pits. So is Kent Thomas. Ron Blackwell coming out of the pits in P3 position. Kent Thomas in P4. See Chief Chestnut in that 31 Wrangler Jeans Camaro. He's picked up another position and got back on the lead lap. So he's in P5. After Shump in that 19 Tampa Bay Dodge in 6th. Tina Hall still in 7th, one lap down. Jack Martell's our new race leader coming up on the back of Tina Hall. So he may put her another lap down, but he seems like he's got a little bit more of a speedy Dodge than the rest of the cars is. Do a little sliding in the corners, trying to hit the brake a little bit too hard, but as long as he gets control of it, that's fine. He's going to wear on them tires though, so he's not to be careful not to wear them tires out. Jack's in that Dodge working on that track bar, working it up and down, trying to find the right place to put that car at. And he does hit the brakes a little bit hard. You see the back end get a little squirrely coming into turn one there, off the front over. That puts Will Bartoli in second position. Ron Blackwell in third, Kent Thomas in fourth, Chief Chestnut in fifth, Ivan Shump in sixth, Tina Hall in seventh. Jack Martell is just really working that back in that car, trying to stay in front of Will Bartoli because he knows Will's got a fast car. That number 40 and that 25 working together. See the 31 go by. Looks like he's in a zip code by himself. Comes the 19 and the 169 working together. So Jack Martell here on lap number 40, still our race leader. He runs down to tries to put Will Bartoli in that 01 car lap down. Will he be able to do it here at Richmond? Will's got his wits about him now. He's kind of a little bit sluggish when you come out of the pits, and it takes a little bit of a lap or two to get your senses back and everything like you're supposed to when you come out of the pits. But Will has got a good grip back on his car now, and he's making a little time trying to get away from Jack Martell. You see them all coming right here. Jack Martell, Ron Blackwell in that 25 Folgers Chevy. Chief Chestnut in that 31 Wrangler Jeans car. The old paint scheme of Dale Earnhardt Sr. Ivan Shump, team. Oh, what I told you. It don't take long to go around this track. This track's, I think, a 3/4 mile track, so it doesn't take long at all for a driver to go around the track. So we see the 03 Dodge of Jack Martell coming into the pit. And watching him. That's going to hand over the lead to Will Bartoli. Will Bartoli is our new race leader. And somebody's going to say, well, that's because Jack Martell got the pit. Well, that is correct. He's going to pit to give up some position. Jack Martell will come out the pits. He's coming out now. There he is. Coming out the pits, making his way around him. Will Bartoli is running down to 19 in the 169 car. See Kent Thomas close behind. Watch the action come around here and 4 cars all in a pile right there, coming around the corners. There comes Ron Blackwell in that 25 car, Jack Martell in 03 Dodge. That 31 Wrangler Jean Chevrolet all in the real estate by himself. Very good shot of the track right there. See all the racing action between all those guys. Will Bartoli still showing our race leader here at lap 46 in Richmond International Speedway. A little bit of lag going on. It might be something wrong with his computer, or it may be a server lag, but it shows a little bit of lag at his car this afternoon. We watch him and the rest of the cars go, ooh, looks like these guys getting together a little bit. Ivan Deschamps and Tina Halls here got together just a little bit like they're racing one another door to door. Tina's not giving to him, I can tell you that. She's going to make Ivan work for him. That's the way it is, how with most situations. She's working that inside, trying her best to hold it. She might get and Ivan has turned her around. Lord have mercy, there's a caution on the back stretch here at lap 47. Ivan and the 19 car and the 169 car. Ooh, and Ivan just took another hard lick to the front of that Dodge. So here we have a caution here on lap 47 going in. Let's back this thing up just a little bit. Let's see if we can see this thing again. Looks like we'll go back to slow motion. Watch the 19 car. And looks like she drifts up toward the track. The 19 trying to hold the line. She does clear him, but barely. There may have been some body contact there. As you see the 169 car get a little loose. And she may have tried to back off to save it, but and Ivan gets in the back of her on the 19 Dodge and just nails her on the side. He gets turned sideways. Tina Halls in that 169 car just flips her around backwards and she hits the wall. Slides down the wall. You see the 19 car of Ivan Deschamps slide down toward the inner wall, and Ron Blackwell in that 25 Chevrolet, how he got through there. He just about a hair of his teeth. Jack Martell's coming through, and he just barely makes missing the 19 car of Ivan Deschamps as Ivan's trying to gain control of his car here this afternoon. And you see Ivan trying to turn, and you see him just hit the wall and just throws that, bringing that car up in the air. Comes back down pretty hard. You see 31 of Keith Chestnut getting by the accident here this afternoon on lap 47 at Richmond International Speedway. Catch up to the pace cars here. Will Bartoli will catch up to the pace car, and Jack Martell is a lucky dog. He gets to pass the pace car this afternoon, so Jack Martell is the lucky dog here. He gets to go around the pace car and get his lap back. So Jack Martell here in that 03 Dodge is a lucky dog here this afternoon. Folks, while we're under caution here, we want to tell you about a new deal that MSRL and Men Senior Racing League, Friday Night Thunder, has worked up. They have now become part of a stock car racing league. You can find it on Steam. You can also find it on R Factor 2. There's a website that you can go to for Stock Car Racing League, and it is stockcarracingleague.com. There's a new website for Friday Night Thunder, Men Senior Racing League, and also the up and coming Monday Night Racing League that Mr. Ivan Deschamps is going to be the administration of. It will be in, as a matter of fact, tomorrow night should be their initiation race, or initial race, rather. See Will Bartoli, Kim Thomas, all of them getting to the pits. 31 being cautioned by 25. 31 and 25 to 01 and the 40 all in the pits here on lap 51 while we're under caution. But anyhow, getting back to what we were talking about earlier, yeah, you can log on to ScottCarRacingLeague.com and look at Friday Night Thunder and also Monday Night Racing League. And it has been a joint effort between Friday Night Thunder, the guys over there, to form up a new league within the website Steam and R Factor 2. Want to thank, while we're doing this, we want to thank Roy Wynn and Dave Martin for all the hard work they've done putting the car sets in and getting the pace car fixed up and getting these guys ready to roll here Monday night, next Friday night. Basically, they'll have their own pace cars, own car sets, everything. Everybody knows who's racing R Factor 2 knows what I'm talking about. But it's going to be an exciting time tomorrow night because they're actually racing Daytona International Speedway tomorrow night for the Monday Night Racing League. So everybody's welcome, novice, veteran, and in between. So you're welcome to race with there. Just just send an email to I believe it's SCRL at gmail.com, or you can go on the website. They'll StockCarRacingLeague.com, and they'll have an email address that you can log into. You see the 31 going back in the pits again for some reason. Got 31 Racing Chevrolet making additional pit stops every day. He must have some lug nuts loose. And no, Brian, I'm not talking about you. Brian Lawhead down in Florida. His nickname is Lug Nuts. Everybody thinks when you see a loose lug nuts, we're talking about him, but we're not. Even though he may be a loose lug nut, who knows? Anyhow, the 31's got his 4 new tires on, fresh gas. He's out of the pits. He's back in 5th position. I'm Sean 6th, Tina Hall's in 7th. Showing Kent Thomas is our race leader here. They get back ready to go green. Pace car's pulled off. Lap 53. Here they go. Looks like Jack Martell did not get a good start. Kind of lagged back a little bit. And then 31 to drop down past the start finish line and go by him. You see a bunch of cars piled up right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All running close together. Number 40 Ford Fusion, Kent Thomas, the race leader. Will Bartoli in the 01 Chevrolet, knocking on his same zip code, trying to get some of that. Ron Blackwell. We got 25 Chevy Camaro working on the outside, trying to work on the outside of the 01 car of Will Bartoli. You see Ivan Johnson, that 19 Dodge Charger. Looking at the back of Ron Blackwell's car. Oh, you see Ivan get a little squirrel there. He went in there a little bit too hot, hit the brakes, and I know that's going to cost him some rubber there on that turn. But the 25 car kind of tapped the wall a little bit. So Ron got a little trouble there in turn 1. The back quarter panel on the passenger side might be suffering a little bit, but he's still able to hold the car to the track and keep continuing on this afternoon. So Ivan Shunt's running in 4th position here. No, he's not either. Keep Chestnut Wrangler Gene 31 running 4th. Jack Martell 5th. Ivan is 6th. So Ivan is running 6th here this afternoon. I was bringing up the rear in that 169 Dodge. Tina's doing a fantastic job here this afternoon. She has run a good race. That little earlier incident she was involved with Ivan Shunt, so it seems she's recovered pretty good. Kent Thomas still our race leader here in lap 58. They go in the front oval. Will Bartoli's looking at the back of that zip code. He's inside that zip code. Ron Blackwell, same thing. He's working on the back of Will Bartoli and has closed the gap on him a little bit. On the high side of that track. The shop here working on the back of Ron Blackwell, trying to figure out which line that he can run to close the gap on him. See, and Ron Blackwell has now closed the distance on Will Bartoli. It's a 1-2 pit punch right here going around turns 3 and 4. Kent Thomas still our race leader out in front by about 2.6 seconds. Ron Blackwell's working on his strategy here. See, he's backed off a little bit from Will Bartoli. So he may decide, I might be burning my tires up too much. I may need to ease off some. So that may be his strategy this afternoon. That 19 still holding his line and hitting his mark. He's backed off just a little bit. See him working hard this afternoon around the racetrack. Well, Bartoli in second position here. See a little lag going on the race game here. So it may be computer issues, but and when it works great. When it doesn't, it's something else. So Will Bartoli in that 01 Kings Chevy Camaro here, second position here this afternoon at Richmond International Raceway on lap 63, sponsored by Men's Senior Racing League. See these guys getting it done, come around turn 2. It may be my cameraman. My cameraman might have too much partied last night. So, you see Kent Thomas in that number 40 Cardinal, St. Cardinal sponsored Ford Fusion. King Hall in that 169 Dodge Charger sponsored AutoWorks. Ivan Deschamps in that number 19 Tampa Bay sponsored Dodge. Ivan is a native of Valrico. He's a native of Canada, but he lives in Valrico, Florida. Jack Martell in that Volunteer Fire Department 03 Dodge. Running in 5th position. That number in the 4th position, that 31 Wrangler Jeans Chevrolet. Keith Chestnut, he a little bit sideways there, but he's controlling it pretty good. He's a native of North Carolina. Raced pretty close to where all the racing headquarters is. You see Jack Martell challenging him for the bottom. They have fresher tires, who knows? Ron Blackwell in that 25 Folger Chevrolet, native of New Jersey, administrator of Senior Racing League. Ron's been racing a long time, so he's a pretty good race car driver. He's the man you want to see if you want to get into main senior racing league. The rules over here is not as much as a lot of other leagues is. No tire rule, no fuel rule. Just try to race one another clean, and they don't have the 2 or 3 caution rule. You're out and all that stuff. They don't have that. They're back like Friday night racing league. Get an accident or cause a wreck, no big deal. Just go in the pits, get some tires, repair your car, and get back out there and try to finish the race. We see the 25 here in the 01. 25 challenges 01 for some real estate here. Looks like it's going to be the 25. We're going to be able to get the drop on him. Oh my goodness! And there was a tap right there. So we just saw that. That was a situation there where I think Ron was trying to come down, or either Will was trying to go up. Here, let's look at this on lap 70 between the 01 of Will Bartoli and the 25 of Ron Blackwell. You see these guys coming into turn 1. It looks like Ron maybe, and Will Bartoli is working toward the bottom. He may not have known that Ron Blackwell was there. I'm sorry, coming out of turn 4. Start finish line there. Ron up there running up top. Will Bartoli on the bottom. And you'll see right about here that where Ron comes up on closer to the back of and Ron starts dropping to the bottom, and Will does not turn his wheel. It's like he sees what's going on. You see the front brakes of that 01 car lock up. So Will did Will did everything he could to keep from running the back off, but did anyhow. So that's going to turn. That's going to turn Ron Blackwell sideways in the track. That's going to bring out the second caution here. Ron scratched the wall a little bit, and that's going to. The 01 is up in the wall as well. As you'll see, the 31 and the 19, and the 03 trying to get by him, go right between them, all three of them. Here this afternoon, Ron's having a little bit of problem with his car getting back up, getting it back going. So let's take one more look at it from, and let's see some more accidents here. As you can see them getting together here, this will be a live shot. And you see Ron being turned. Just about the time these guys come through, Ron goes out in front of them. He backs right up in the track, and just like Tina Hall's trying to avoid the 01, goes down and hits the 25. So Ron Blackwell here gets the bad part of both incidents here, lap 71 at Richmond International Speedway. These guys, you see Kent Thomas spinning out. So we're under caution here at Richmond International Speedway this afternoon on lap 72. As the track tries to get straightened out, the driver's trying to get straightened out what position they are. And we will take a station break. We will be back momentarily. Once again, we'll thank you for bearing with us while we go to station break. We're back here at Richmond International Speedway for the Richmond 140, sponsored by the Men's Senior Racing League, as we see the 40 car of Kent Thomas and the 31 of Q Chestnut, the 03 of Jack Martell, all going into the pits after a caution came out at lap 71 involving Ron Blackwell and Will Bartoli. Like Kent Thomas is going to beat them off pit road here. We'll give these drivers another lap to get straightened out, then we'll get a run down to where everybody is for your convenience. Once again, folks, this is Go Fast TV. I'm your host, Bill Deal. This is not a professional broadcast. If it was, I'd have Dale Jarrett and Mike Joy and Darrell Waltrip up here doing what I'm doing. But since I don't have the cash these guys got, don't have the contacts, I had to do it myself. Alright, it's the pace cars going on the back strip. We'll give you a rundown of who's wearing what, where, and when. Looks like Kent Thomas. Kent Thomas is our race leader. Q Chestnut's in second position. Jack Martell's in third. Ron Blackwell's in fourth. Will Bartoli's in fifth. Ivan Deschamps in sixth. Tina Hall in seventh, one lap down. And she's following the pace car. She did not pit. The lights have just went off the pace car. That means just one more lap around the track. Now she's been given the green light to go around the pace car. So she'll be the lucky dog here. Ken Thomas, our race leader, following the pace car. go green after to come back between turns 3 and 4. Pace car will go into the pits. We'll be back to green flag racing here on lap 76 of 140 laps here this afternoon at Richmond International Speedway in the great state of Virginia. Pace car is going in. So forward into 31 to 03 into 25. Some radio chatter says the 31 something wrong with his car, so trying to figure out what's wrong with his car. He said he may not be able to keep up with it. See at 25, we're going to the back of that 31. That 31 trying to hold his ground going into turn 2, and he does get into the wall a little bit, so he may have a problem with his car. Thomas still the race leader here on lap 77. So we're up to 31 car of Keith Chestnut in second position. Ron Blackwell. And that 25 jumped up to third. You'll see Will Bartola in that 01 is in fourth. Ivan Chomp in that 19 car trying to go on the outside of Will Bartola here this afternoon. Lap 78, that 31 still in second place. Ron Blackwell's in third. Will Bartola is in fourth. Ivan Chomp's in fifth. Challenging that 01 car on the outside. You see the 01 car drop back a little bit. Now he's being challenged by the 03 car with Jack Martell. Will run on the inside, Jack's running on the outside here. As they cross the start finish line. Will's going to be able to pull it off and hold this position. You'll see that 19, that 25 car running just about nose to tail here. Both of them want some of that same real estate here on lap 80, we can do lap 81. Less than 60 laps to go. 25 car dropping down to the bottom of that 31, challenging for that position. That 31 fighting back a little bit on the backstretch. He says he got problems that will not let his car run strong in the corners, so he may have some problems with his car. See him fighting back for that position on that 25 car, but you see him go up that 31 car, go up toward the wall and then drop back off the speed, so he may have a problem with his car or something. Has a run down that 25 car. So it's the 25, 31 show 1-2 right now, with the 19 and the 01 following these two guys. You see the 31 go up high and drop back. About 6 car lengths, so evidently there's something wrong with that 31 car. You see the 01 and the 19 having a battle here for 4th and 5th position. Bartola running in 4th. Keith Chestnut at 31 Wranglers running 3rd. As Will Bartola knocks on his back door. It looks like that 40 car of Kent Thomas has checked out on these guys. He is running at least about almost a quarter of a lap ahead of these guys. So Kent Thomas in that 40 St. Cardinals Ford Fusion is our race leader here on lap 88. As Kent crosses the start finish line here. Richmond International Speedway, sponsored by MSRL. MSRL Men's Senior Racing League. Kent says it's lonely at the top. Yeah, but it's good. It's good to be lonely at the top, right, Ken? Ron Blackwell's taking over second position now. He got his eyes set on that first position of Kent Thomas. Keep Chestnut running third as him and that 01 car challenging one another. A bit of speed there, but that 01 diving hard on the bottom is going to take over that third position, put that 31 car back in fourth. So he may be trying to get that 31 car to make a fuel run to where he can get a tire run to where he can get to the pits and get it fixed. And a lot of radio chatter, him and his crew chief said he's a problem with his car. It's just too loose on the exit, so he's trying to hold that car together to get to the pit road here. So you'll see Jack Martell and Ivan Deschamps. Jack Martell having a good race here this afternoon, right in the fifth position. Lap 92. Oh, you see Jack get a little loose right there, trying to hold on to this car there, going in the coming out of turn 2, going down the backstretch. So Jack got a little wear and tear on that right side tire, coming into the backstretch. And we see Tina Halls here. Still running her race here this afternoon at Richmond National Speedway. In the 7th position. She's in danger of going another lap down because there comes Kent Thomas. He is not backing off or anything. She's holding her own though. She's not gonna let him have it easy. So that's a good thing. Tina make him work for it. He does slide right by her, but Kent's probably on pressure tires. And she's trying to stay out of the way of these guys who've got faster cars than she has. Not necessarily faster, but it's doing the best you can when you don't have the years of experience of driving some of these other guys do. They know how to drive the racetrack. They've been doing it for many, many moons. And she's in the learning process, but she'll get there. Back up front, Kent Thomas, our race leader here on lap 96. And that St. Louis Cardinals Ford Fusion, number 40. As he comes down to the backstretch. Ron Blackwell in that number 25 Chevrolet Folgers sponsored Camaro in second position. Will Bartoli in that Kings 01 numbered Chevy Camaro, third. That 31 Wrangler Jean Chevrolet Keith Chestnut in fourth position. He goes by Tina Halls. Let's see Jack Martell in the 03 Dodge Charger. Trying to get some of that same real estate that that 31's on. He's in fifth. Ivan Deschamps in that 19 Tampa Bay sponsored Dodge in sixth. Tina brings up the rear in the 7th spot. Now Ron Blackwell seems like he's taking over the lead from Kent Thomas. So we'll got a new race leader here on lap 99. And that's Ron Blackwell in that 25 Folgers Chevy Camaro. As the race laps wind down here, we'll be across the start finish line momentarily, and there'll be 40 laps to go in this race here at Richmond. A little bit of time distance between the 3rd and 4th and 5th place car. They're there somewhere. I think the camera guy's trying to find them. There they go. There goes Ivan Deschamps. You see him coming around the track. Ivan Deschamps coming out of turn 2. Or, I'm sorry, yeah, turn 2. He's coming into the pit. So let's see what Ivan Deschamps is going to do with his deal here. Ivan Deschamps, that number 19 Tampa Bay Dodge, coming to the pits here this afternoon. See the it looks like the 31 is doing the same thing. So the 31 here on lap 102 and the 19 here on lap 102. Both of these guys are coming to the pits, taking tires and fuel. Maybe they'll get that problem on that 31 fixed. He's staying in the pits a little bit longer than he needs to, so they're working on that car. Anyhow, he's out of the pit stall and he's on his way back out to the track. So let's see him back in 5th position. Sean back in 6th. In Hall 7th. Ron Blackwell still our race leader here as we go across the start finish line here at lap 105. 35 laps remaining here. This exciting race here at Richmond, Virginia. The Richmond International Raceway this afternoon, folks. As we continue to watch Ron Blackwell lead the race, we want to re-emphasize what we're saying about the Friday Night Thunder, the Monday Night Racing League, and Men's Senior Racing League. They have all been working together, and they have formed the Stock Car Racing League. Even though Men's Senior Racing League is still a separate entity from Stock Car Racing League, but they still work with one another in close proximity. So the Men's Senior Racing League and the Stock Car Racing League now are working on a combined effort. Even though they still will be separate, they will be working jointly to improve drivers' performance at one another. And they do appreciate the assistance they get from Roy Wynn. Roy Wynn, one of the race car drivers there at the Men's Senior Racing League from Georgia, from the great state of Georgia. Roy is helping the guys out with the Stock Car Racing League. Dave Martin is not on the track tonight. You usually see that black number 73 Ford Fusion serving the States of America on the track tonight, but Dave's car suffered some kind of mechanical issue. He could not race, so we hope to see him back next Sunday or either next Friday. Dave Martin is instrumental in helping Men's Senior Racing League, and also helping Roy Wynn with Stock Car Racing League. And Roy, speaking of Roy is suffered little ailments. He sprained his ankle, or maybe got a hairline fracture or something. But we wish Roy Wynn all the best. Hope he recovers quickly. He's been out of racing for just about a month now with that injury. So we hope he gets a quick and less painful recovery. Get back out on the track and go to races. We see the 25 of Ron Blackwell here on lap 111 going into the pits. That's going to give him. That's going to give up the lead. We see somebody just took off in front of it. That was Will Bartola. He just come to the pits, got service. Jack Martell's in second place. He's coming to the pits, getting service here on lap 112. Kent Thomas is running in third right now. Might turn him over back up. That's going to put Kent Thomas, the race leader. Kent has yet to pit, so he may be coming into the pits here very shortly to get service in his car. So we see Ron Blackwell back in second, Will Bartoli back in third, Chief Chestnut back in fourth, Ivan Deschamps in fifth, Jack Martell in sixth, Tina Halls in seventh. See them guys getting it done this afternoon. Racing deal going on in the back with Jack Martell and Ivan Deschamps. Jack Martell taking over that 5th position from away from Ivan Deschamps. These guys go around the front oval. A couple of shots of the grandstands here. A couple of shots of the track. So getting back to it, folks. Ivan Deschamps here in the 19 car. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, sponsored Dodge. Tina Hall's in that 169 Auto Works Dodge Charger. We see Kent Thomas here in that 40 St. Carlos Ford Fusion. Number 40 is a race leader here on lap 117 here. With less than 22 laps to go. Kent does a little slide by himself, so I'm wondering if he's wore his tires on the right side. We'll keep an eye on him and see what kind of. He's got fresher tires. We think he pitted. He could have pitted. Really know for sure. He's running his race, there's no doubt about it. You see him coming up from the back of that 19 car of Ivan Deschamps. Goes to the inside of 19. It's mighty close, but the inside of 19, he's Ivan is working on him. So Ivan in that 40 is beating and banging a little bit of fenders this afternoon. They got them guys racing, beating and banging. That's going to give the Ron Blackwell a chance to sneak up on them here. Close the gap on these guys pretty quick. You see Ron Blackwell drop to the bottom of the 19 car and go around him. That 19 car is running that high wall. He may have some damage after he's put in the wall this afternoon. 40 Ford Fusion. Kent Thomas still our race leader here at 122. Ron Blackwell's in second. Will Bartoli's in third. Ron Blackwell's wet laps are winding down here with less than 18 to go. So he's going to be able to make that pass on and get himself back in the lead. Or will Kent Thomas come away with a victory here this afternoon in MSRL? As my man Richard Childer says, it's too early to tell. It's like Ron Blackwell's challenging Kent Thomas for the lead here, and he gets it right here and turns 3 and 4, runs that bottom groove. Slingshots up on the top, so Ron Blackwell now is our new race leader. Can't even hold it. Will Bartoli gets a little bit of sliding sideways there, going in kind of hot. Hits the brakes a little bit much, looked him off his tire. Was our race leader here right now. Will Bartoli still challenging. Will Bartoli's hungry for another win. He's going to be able to hold him off. Will Bartoli's diving into the bottom side. He's going to look to see if he can take that position away from Ron Blackwell. He can't do it. Ron runs that high side. Continues that momentum off the corner. Will Bartoli charging again, but he just can't hold that bottom. Ron Blackwell on that bottom, holding it and slingshotting it on the outside. A good battle here for first and second place. Less than 15 laps to go here. Oh, you see the 01 and the 25 make contact before you go into turn 1. So a little bit of contact right there between the 01 of Will Bartoli and 25 of Ron Blackwell. It's like a Will. Don't know what the deal was with that, but that was a door slammer for sure. But Ron, you see the 01 trying to gain some speed on him. He gets a little sideways in turn 1, so in turn 2. That's going to cost him a little bit. He tried to jump back up there and get that spot away from him, but Ron says, I'm not having it. You know how to work for it. So here at lap 129, it's a 1-2 punch to 25 into 01. Battling for position, battling for the lead here. Kent Thomas in third, Jack Martell fourth, Keith Chestnut in fifth in that 31 car. Ivan Deschamps running sixth, Tina Halls in seventh. You see the 25 to 01 still battling for position. 25 car, that Folger Chevrolet, still hanging on to the lead here with less than 10 laps to go. Can Ron Blackwell hold position and come away with the victory here this afternoon in Richmond? We shall soon find out. Will Bartolo decide, okay, well, if you want to go to the outside, I'm going to go to the outside. Let's see what happens. And I think that little incident that the two getting together a couple laps ago there in the front oval there is going to cost Will Bartolo a little time. That's what Ron Blackwell calls a slobber knocker. He knocked the slobber out of you hard as he hit him. I'm surprised both of them didn't spin out. But they did a good job of saving the car and holding on to it. Ron Blackwell still the race leader here this afternoon at lap 133. They go down the backstretch, coming into turn 3. And 1 and 2. Kent Thomas back in third. This is Jack Martell in fourth, Keith Chestnut in fifth. Ivan Deschamps sixth. Oh, you see that 31 getting a little sideways too. He drives down hard to the bottom. Back up to the front. Still the 25 to 01. Oh, looks like the 01 got sideways here. Is he going to be able to save it? Yes, he did. I know he's straight inside that wall. That's not going to bring out a caution here, but it almost did. So that's going to give Ron Blackwell a football field to outrun the rest of the competition. He's got a little ways now to be able to breathe a sigh of relief. And Ron Blackwell getting it done here this afternoon in Richmond. After Will Bartolo gets sideways coming out of turn 2. Collects some of the inside wall here, scrapes it pretty hard. That's going to put him back in the second, third position. Ron Blackwell in our race leader. Will Bartolo still holding on to second. You know, his car's got to look like it was been racing at present. Kent Thomas third. Jack Martell has got around that 31 car for fourth. Keith Chestnut's in fifth. Ivan Deschamps sixth. Tina Halls in seventh. Ron Blackwell, lap 138. Comes front oval here, still the race leader. Will Bartolo trying his best to run him down, but I don't think he's going to have enough time here. You see Will Bartolo here, just about a 4.2 second deficit between the two. You see Ron Blackwell here this afternoon. Last lap. And it's an easy victory for Ron Blackwell here this afternoon at Richmond International Speedway, or we call it Richmond International Raceway. But Ron Blackwell in that 25 Folgers sponsored Chevy Camaro comes away with the race win this afternoon here in Richmond, Virginia. And you'll see Will Bartolo come in second. Kent Thomas is in third. Jack Martell fourth. Keith Chestnut's in fifth. Ivan Deschamps in sixth. Tina Halls in seventh position and done parked their car for the day. And I want to thank all you people for coming out and enjoying this exciting race. And congratulations to Ron Blackwell here at Richmond International Raceway here in Richmond, Virginia. And Ron Blackwell has won it this afternoon. And good job, Ron. Congratulations. And folks, that's do it for us this afternoon. As we watch these guys head to the garage. And we'll talk to you next week. See you next week at a racetrack near you. All right. Take care.